Hey guys, it's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really exciting video for you guys. I finally received the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe The Vault collection. I ordered this on launch date and it just showed up yesterday. So we are going to go ahead and do makeup tutorials using these palettes. So for the whole entire week, I'm going to be picking one palette and we are going to be doing a tutorial with that one palette. I didn't want to do just one makeup tutorial and incorporate all of the palettes. I definitely wanted to create one look per palette, if that makes any sense. Packaging is so cute. I have the box right here and I love this picture of Jaclyn. She looks genuinely happy and I just love that picture. I'm not going to be doing swatches of the shades or none of that. There's a ton, and by a ton I mean like probably thousands and thousands of videos at this point where these eyeshadows are being swatched and talked about and reviewed and all of that, and I am not here to do that. If you click on this video for a review or for swatches, you're not gonna find that here. I am just going to be showing you guys how to create a makeup look using the eyeshadows, which is honestly, in my opinion, the most important thing. Some shadows swatch really bad on the skin, but they perform really well on the eyes, and that's what matters. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go for it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and I'll be honest with you guys if it doesn't work out. I'm not sponsored by Morphe. I did pay this with my own hard-earned money, so let's get to it. So to kick off the Jaclyn Morphe Vault week, I think I'm gonna start with the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and it's this one right here. This one has more of the yellows and a little bit of green in there, and I don't know, I think it's gonna go well with like my leopard shirt that I have on, actually dress, but I have to wear it as a shirt because my butt doesn't allow me to wear it as a dress. Alrighty, so we are nice and up close. You can see all of my imperfections, which there's currently a lot on my face. So we're just gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. I actually really appreciate the fact that the names are on the actual pan because it makes it really easy for me to tell you guys what color I am going in with. And it also has a mirror. So I'm gonna stop right there because I feel like this is turning into a review and it's not a review at all. I'm gonna start off by taking the shade Agent, which is this shade right here. You can see my little ring light, and this color is going to be my transition shade. So I am going to place this in my crease. I'm going to take it from the outer corner and I'm going to work it into that inner corner, and I'm going to blend it upwards towards the brow bone, but not really touching the brow bone, if you guys know what I mean. So at first application, the color is coming on very, very pigmented, very smooth. I don't see any patchiness. I don't see any kickback on my pan. So far I am okay with the performance of this shadow. Take that same brush, which is a Mally brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Secure, which is just a tiny bit darker than that first shade we used. So this is the one that we're going in with next, and it's just a little bit darker and it has a little bit more of an orangey tone to it. I'm going to take it with that same brush, and I'm going to keep this one just a tad bit lower than that first shade we applied. So same placement, just keeping it a little bit lower. I'm going to go into the shade Smooth Criminal, which again, as you can see, we're just getting darker and darker as we go. And I am going to begin to place this in my crease. Same placement as the first two shades, but I am just keeping the color a tiny bit more concentrated in that crease area, and also a little bit lower. Make sure that you bring it in that inner corner as well. When I get to the outer corner, I am just going to place that in there and kind of wing it out to have like that really nice cat eye shape. I'm gonna go ahead and take the previous blending brush with either Agent or Secure, which are the previous two shades that we applied in the crease. And I am just going to run this in my crease once again, just to blend all of the edges, make sure that the two colors are kind of mixing in together beautifully. Alrighty, so now I'm going in with the darkest brown from the palette, which is called Prowl. And I'm going to take it with that same brush. This is, by the way, a Sigma E45. And I'm going to do the same thing that we have been previously doing. I'm just going to keep the color a little bit lower in the crease, but still really nice and concentrated in that crease area. So right in here. Be sure to pack this in the inner corner and in the outer corner as well. Go into the shade Axis, which is this really pretty kind of mustardy yellow shade. And I am going to take this and I am just going to work this in the crease to kind of blend everything in together and smooth anything over and give the look more of like a yellowy tint. So now you can go ahead and skip this next step. So now you can go ahead and skip this next step. Oh my god, I can't say step. So now you can go ahead and skip this next step. If you don't like to cut your crease with a concealer, you don't have to. I have a makeup tutorial that I show you guys how to do a cut crease without using concealer. I will link it up here in the cards, or is it up here? Yeah, it's up here. If you want to go ahead and check that out. I definitely do like to cut my crease with a concealer just because I like the finish of it, but if you don't like to, you don't have to. I'm taking the ColourPop concealer in light 14, and I'm going to go ahead and take the ColourPop concealer brush. Now I'm going to really saturate my concealer brush with this concealer. I am just going to first draw a line down the center of my lid, and I like to look up and see where that line kind of goes, and then from there I am just going to bring that line down. And then it's really hard to talk and explain it at the same time, but once I have that line kind of like in the middle, I'm just gonna fade it out towards the sides a little bit and just kind of clean up the center of the lid. You can also go in with your finger and just kind of smooth it over and kind of blend that into the other shades. So first I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is called VIP, and I'm taking this with a Crown C527. It's a very little brush. I'm gonna take this shade. I am going to wet the brush, and I am going to apply this shade in the center of my lid. So right there in the center. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Guilt Trip, which is this beautiful goldy shade right here. And I am going to place this in the sides of the first shade that we applied. I'm going to go into Coin, which is this super duper intense gold shade. And I am just going to do the same thing in this shade. Look at that, it's so freaking beautiful. I'm gonna take this shade with that same brush, and again, I'm just gonna put it on the side of that gold shade that we applied. So right in here. That is so pretty. That is such a pretty shade. How beautiful is that shade? Oh my god, so pretty. Lastly, I'm going to take the shade Classify, and I am going to put this in the inner and outer corner of my lid and blend that in with that gold shade. And then I'm also going to be placing this shade in the outer corner. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my nail with the makeup wipe. I'm going to put it right under like that, and I am going to just clean up the outer corners and make them really nice and sharp. Okay dokie, so I am back. I did my face off camera. I feel like I have been gone for like the past 2 hours, but I did do a little bit of my face off camera because I really want this video to just mostly be focused on the eyes. The lashes that I have on are the OG lashes in the style East Coast. I really like them because they're very natural and like kind of wispy. So I like that. Let's go ahead and finish the bottom lash line. The only color that I have not used from the palette has been the green shade. So I think it's only natural that I put this in my bottom lash line. So I'm just going to take a pencil brush and I am going to put this in the bottom lash line, and holy moly, that is pigmented. Okay, so I'm just gonna work this in the bottom lash line. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take a blending brush and I'm gonna go into the yellow shade right here, and I am going to go to town in the lower lash line. I am just going to take this as low as I possibly can go without it looking crazy. I'm gonna take a mixture of these two shades right here, this one and this one, and I'm also going to work that in the lower lashes just to add a little bit more definition. I'm taking the Makeup Geek Full Spectrum Eyeliner in Ocean, and I'm going to put this in my waterline. This is it. This is the finished look. I curled my hair today for the first time since I cut my hair this short, and I actually kind of like it. I was kind of scared to curl it because, you know, it's really short and I didn't want to look like, I don't know, a little fuller, but I do really like this messy, beachy wave kind of thing that I did. This is the finished eye look and the whole entire face, and I do have to say that I do really like the way that these shadows performed. At least the Armed and Gorgeous palette, it did perform really nice. I do love the colors, I love the pigmentation, I love how easy they were to work with, to blend. Like, I do really like the palette, and I think the colors are really pretty and pigmented and different, and I'm happy. If you want to see the other palettes in action, just keep coming back to my channel, because for the whole entire week we're going to be doing eye looks featuring the palettes. So this was the first one using the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I love it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing, for liking, and for sharing, because I know that you guys did all that, okay? I'm not going to tell you guys to do it in today's video because I know that you guys already did it, right? Right? Alrighty, so I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon with a brand new video. Mwah.